Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is Let's Play Third Eye Crime, and thank you for watching. Third Eye Crime is a stealth puzzle game, guys. I would say it has less focus on stealth, though, and more of a focus on the puzzle aspect of things, to be honest with you. It is a unique game for sure, guys. I haven't seen many games like it, but there is some out there. It released on Steam July 2014, and it was developed by Moonshot Games, former employees and developers at Bungie, and it was published by Gameblyr. You can go ahead and get Third Eye Crime right now on Steam for $4.99. It's also available on iOS devices like your iPhone, your iPad for $2.99. Now, what attracted me to Third Eye Crime, guys? Well, to be brutally honest, it was its noir style, guys. I love noir. I am a sucker for noir. I don't know why. I always have been. I just love the music and the art style and the colors and the themes and the stories and the characters. Oh, the characters are usually what sell it for me. Just the way they're styled, the way they talk. I'll just put it forward to you. I just love anything noir. And I think Third Eye Crime excels in all of those regards, as far as the art style, the music. They have like this comic book style scenes that you kind of flip through that presents to you the story in a very cool way. But this is a game we're talking about here, guys. The gameplay itself is good. The puzzles are challenging and difficult to master, but the game leaves the option if you want to skip occasionally and come back later if you get stuck or you want to rip your hairs out because you can't figure out what to do. But I do have certain issues with the game here and there, guys, so let's just get into it, shall we? If you didn't notice, we're going to be kind of clicking and dragging pretty much everything. And that's one thing that I want to put forward. Basically, you're going to be just clicking and dragging everything. It has a very iOS, app feel to the entire game itself, and the way you manipulate the entire screens. And you're basically just be clicking and dragging for everything. But that's just the way it is. So what is this game? Well, you play a guy named Rothko who has the amazing psychic ability to, of course, determine what the people around him are thinking, and he uses this to commit nefarious crimes. Because, who wouldn't do that? Let's be honest here. If I had mental powers, I don't know what I'd do, but I'm sure you guys can think of a lot more dirty things you would do with your mental powers, you sick bastards. But anyway, so he uses these mental powers basically to kind of do heists, rob paintings, or whatever, and as the story progresses forward, he finds a new reason to do his powers, basically, do his thing that isn't necessarily just plain old nefarious. But basically, as you can see right here, this is my character right down here. And right now, this is just a tutorial stage. I picked the stage because it gives you a pretty good idea of what you're going to be looking at here. This is why I also say that it has more of a focus on the puzzle aspect of things than necessarily stealth, because every board starts off with a guy kind of looking in your general direction. You will have to run through that blue beam of light. And what that beam of blue light is his sight. That's basically going to alert him to your presence and that he's going to start looking for you. But you can, of course, continue moving along, and as he looks for you, you'll have to maneuver through the boards. You'll get the basic idea. Let's just go ahead and do it. This, of course, is just going to explain to you what the red glow is. The red glow basically is going to be kind of like a search path. He's going to go through that red glow looking, and as it gets brighter, and I guess you almost say hotter, he's going to look at those areas intently, and it gives you kind of an idea to get the hell out of those areas, and that's kind of his psychic power at work, as you can imagine. And basically, you just have to maneuver through all the boards and get away from him. It's basically, as you can see, it explains there. Basically, all you have to do is get from point A to point B. But the game, of course, does a good job of introducing new elements to the entire thing, guys. It introduces, side objectives. Like, for instance, this little green thing, which is, to me, a big deal. And it will be a big deal I'm going to bring up a little bit later on as to why I think these items are so important in this game. And I think they were underused. So we have to, for instance, we have to get to the store, but he's over here, so if we were to run up the hall, he's just going to catch us. For instance, let's just run towards him right now. And you can see what the game over screen looks like. Even though he's kind of like a big fat guy. He catches us, we have to restart the board. The board does instantly restart, which is another thing I really like about the game. Sometimes, you play these kinds of games, and sometimes they don't always restart right away. This might be a good place to hide. Oh, yeah, I gotta hide here for a second. I'm sorry. Because he's going to think that I went that way. That's what it is. And then we just going to... Whoop, never mind. I screwed up there. That's hilarious. Okay, let's try that again. As you can see, a big giant skip button appeared there. on the bottom of the game because I kind of failed to level a couple of times. And it gives you the option to skip the board, which I think is really nice because one thing I really, really like about this game, which I'm actually going to go ahead and show you after I beat this level, is these little comic book strip things that kind of how they present to you the story. It's really, really cool, and it's all very stylized. And I just the art style is nailed it out of the park. Beautiful art style. Of course, every board comes with trophies, a form of, you got 3 stars. And I would love to know who picked the universal number 3, by the way, because it seems like every game has a 3 something. But anyways, yes, of course, there's 3 little side objectives you can do. Beat the goal time. Collect all loot, and they change from board to board. Like some later on, one of them will be don't get shot, or collect all the loot. Get through the entire board without being seen. It changes from time to time as you move through the game. And it adds that extra challenge. It adds that extra replayability to it all. I'm going to go ahead and actually get out of this level. And I'm going to take us back to the main screen here, because I wanted to show you guys off that comic book. This thing right here, because it's really friggin' awesome. Again, you will be kind of clicking and dragging through the comic book art style, which I kind of dig. And I see what the purpose of it was, and I think it was a very clever way to use the swipe effect to tell a story. This is just them showing you pieces of art. It's what makes me good at what I do. There's some guy tied up there with one giant eye and one tiny eye. I look at a guy and I can read his thoughts, like I'm reading a billboard. There's our main guy. My name is Rothko. My parents didn't like me very much. The painting's name is Sunset Batier by the river. I don't know. It's an original, 16th century, not priceless, but close enough. I could dust it. I could dust out of here with it right now and count a good score, a respectable score. But then there's this mug. You might be wondering what his thoughts are on the matter. Well, here's what he's interesting. Please take that one. Just please, God, not the... He wants me to take it. And he's praying I don't. Take that one. Please, not the... Oh, no. No. And of course, he, is a dick, and he takes that painting. But you can see the kind of the art style, the way it presents to you things. This was literally the first board, by the way. I'm going to get out of this right now. Oops, I didn't mean to go into actually, I didn't mean to go into the settings, but I will show you them really quick. As far as settings go, it's very minimalistic, as you can imagine. You can manipulate your video settings, you can manipulate your auto settings, very, very tiny amount. They have these things called nerd settings, which I think is like a big deal to developers. It allows you to kind of mess with or debug the way the AI paths, and I have no idea what any of this means. I'm not a game developer. I play games. That's all I do. Of course, you can also reset your progress if you want. Nothing big on the options side of things. It's not a big deal, though. I'm going to show you the next comic panel because I kind of progressed forward, and I'm actually going to do a couple little bit boards a little bit later on. I just wanted to show you this little, again, really gorgeous art. So I'm not going to read it, but I just wanted to show it to you guys because to me, this is what sells the game for me. This is what did it for me, just this art style, the way they present the music and the characters and all that good kind of stuff. Of course, there's a dame who wants you to do a job, and you never trust a pretty face in Noir, guys. Never trust a pretty face in Noir, ever. But she's really hot, so I can imagine the guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the job. So anyways, she wants you to do a job. She screws you over. Spoiler alert. We'll go ahead and do a couple of levels. Basically, this introduces guards, and these guards basically can they can kind of go to cap you. They have a gun. We're supposed to take a shot there just to show you what that mechanic is like. And it does a really good job, I think, of introducing difficulties and different kinds of challenges that you'll be facing as you play through the game. And of course, you have that skip function there and the trophies there for you to play the levels through. Eventually, you have access to these powers, which basically, like, one of them was like a distraction thing, one of them is like a speed up, one of them is like a freezing thing. And what the weird part about this game is, and one of the things that really confuses me about the game, is that it introduces them to you, and then you have no ability to actually get them. For some reason or another, there's no cash shop in this game. There's a cash shop in the mobile version of the game, but not the Steam version of the game, which is a little strange. I'm not gonna lie. because it gives you the powers and then takes them away. And as far as I'm aware, there is no way. I've been playing the game for about an hour now, and there's no way for you to purchase those powers. They were in-app purchases that you cannot buy anymore, which is one of the things that I think is just very, very strange. I don't understand why they introduced them into the mobile version. I mean, introduced them in the Steam version of the game, and then they don't give you the ability to get them. There's no in-game currency. Which is why I was bringing up these little diamond things right here. I would thought, hey, this would be a great way to make an in-game currency, but you can't. There's no way to buy the power-ups. Now, it's not like you need the power-ups to beat the boards. You can beat every board without the power-ups. But it's very strange for me that they would introduce it and then take it away. We'll do a couple more levels here. This is just you basically heading to another part of the game. I don't want to spoil the storyline for you because it's kind of a big deal. And of course, they introduce more different kinds of mechanics as you get deeper into the game. Like, for instance, this one right here lets you kind of like a speed boost. And you can just haul ass for the exit if you wanted. Even though I didn't use it very effectively and I got caught. Let's see. We'll try it again. Run, man, run. Do I have to hold it down? Okay, no, I made it. Of course, I didn't get the side bonus objectives there, but that's okay. I was just trying to beat the board, so not a big deal for me. Actually, you know what? Let's try. We'll replay the board because I want to show you how probably that power does work. So let's see. We're gonna have to go like. Okay, hold on. Actually, I've already screwed up once. All right, so we're gonna go like this. Grab that and then head back. All right, we're gonna get spotted. And then we're going to go... Oh, we got caught. Damn it. Okay, we're going to try that again. Alright, so same thing. We get spotted. We're going to haul ass. I don't know if we're going to pull it off. We might pull it off. Did we pull it off? I think we pulled it off. That's just giving a quick tutorial explaining how that power-up works. Those are different from the in-app purchases power-ups I was talking about, by the way. There is certain power-ups that are just in the boards themselves that you can use. I don't know how this one's going to work. This is an interesting one. Hold a sec here. Okay, so does it want me to beat it in one path? You can also click on the top left over here. There is also kind of like a speed up button. So you're like, okay, well, I want to play the game much faster and just kind of get it over with. Can I like rush past that guy? No, I can just run right into him though. It does basically let you have like a speed up function. How are you supposed to... Okay, I think we're supposed to use our power up pretty much right away. Okay, so let's grab it. Go. And... What? No. That's a thing that I kind of... I don't know. It's a slight issue. I just think it's kind of silly. Like, you literally have to just click and drag around every wall. Which I find kind of slightly silly. I don't understand why you couldn't just click on one particular part of the map and your character would just automatically go in that direction. You get the idea of how the pathing works, by the way, how you're going to be kind of manipulating the guards and kind of screwing with their heads. I didn't do it in one path. I didn't do it very well, but that's okay because you can come back and play it again. There's 120 levels in this game, guys, total for you to play through. And again, if you get stuck on the level, you have that skip function for you to play. And all the boards, like I said, are very varied and very different. There is Steam achievements also. There's no Steam cards or really nothing else of the matter. Matter of fact, the only thing kind of difference between this and the mobile version is the Steam achievements, actually. Let's just go ahead and, oh, you know what, we're going to need to grab, oh, okay, crap. Hold on. We're going to need to grab this that way. Let's try that. We're going to use our power. We're going to run right into that guy. That's a hard one, man. That is definitely a hard one. Like I said, it's an easy game to play, difficult to master. I think we gotta play with like their heads, basically. But we're gonna run into the guy. Damn it, that's hard. Oh, you know what? I think I see it. I do have the option to skip, which I'm gonna probably use on my... I'm gonna see if that works. Nope, totally died. Alright, we'll use the skip function just so you can see what that's like. It's kind of a wussy thing to do, but it gets the job done and lets you play to the next level and progress in the game if you can't particularly figure out a level. But I think you get the idea. It doesn't really... There is like a stealth aspect to the game, but it's more of a focus on the figuring out the path of which to go, guys. So to wrap up, guys, I like Third Eye Crime. I think it's a very cool looking game. It sounds good. It plays good. There's a lot of levels to play here. It all feels slightly cut and paste though from the mobile market. I mean, the power-ups you could buy are gone and you don't really have any way of accessing them, which seems kind of silly. There doesn't seem to be any additional content from the mobile version to the Steam version also. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out here is why the additional $2 for Steam? I mean, is it for the Steam achievements? It doesn't make sense. That aside though, the game is bug-free and it has a mega crap ton of replayability to it all, guys. If I had any suggestion, it would be to use those little bonus objectives in the boards and use them as an in-game currency for the power-ups, just to add that additional layer to the game. Then again, what do I know? I don't make games, guys. I just play them. I don't know crap about programming, and for all I know, I could be, barking up the wrong tree. I do recommend Third Eye Crime, but I recommend it on the phone because it's cheaper and there really isn't much of a difference, to be honest with you. I mean, unless you're really keen on seeing it on your monitor, so just, keep that in mind when making your purchase, guys. Big thanks to the developer and publisher for a chance to review this game. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you awesome games, guys. Until next time, play more indie games.